people, when you start talking about change, they want change, and usually they prefer bills. Fives, tens, not quarters and pennies. They don't want nickels and dimes. And the idea of change, it isn't really in their nomenclature. It's usually in the picture of money, right? And so when a person comes to a place like an emergency shelter, oftentimes the thing that they want to change is their circumstances. Very rarely is it that they would like to take an introspective exploration into their life to determine what were the contributing factors that caused them to need to come into the shelter in the first place. So they're literally in denial or have zero interest whatsoever in seeking improving their quality of life outside of their circumstances being stabilized. And so because of this, right, in an emergency shelter, it is not a program. So none of the people that come to a shelter have professed an interest in, sobriety, for instance, or stopping behaviors that led to their need to go into an emergency shelter. And a lot of times that's not going to happen unless somebody sits down with them, establishes a relationship with them, and the discussion leads into one of those situations where they begin to really reflect on some of the behaviors that have been detrimental in their lives. And oftentimes that doesn't happen until they believe or trust that you care about them. And the only way that they trust that or believe that you care about them is if you spend time with them. And being the operator of the Our Place campus, our team is already assigned to their duties. They've been assigned, the contract supports that, and that's what the money's for. However, there isn't anyone at this time who has been assigned or hired to invest time in them. And really to develop that relationship wherein those discussions about the things that really matter to the participant or the guest and why it's important to them, helping them to take the time to acknowledge why they value that specific behavior or activity, and then to help them